What's up, guys? Out in the garage today, and today I'm going to be showing you how to tie the best and the easiest knot to tie. Maybe not the easiest, but pretty easy. So that knot is the improved clinch knot. It is a very strong knot. There's a ton of knots out there. This is by far the most common knot I tie. I tie it on almost everything. It's my favorite knot to tie, and it's extremely strong. I'm going to be showing you a couple different ways. We'll see. I'm gonna try and show you with some rope, make it really easy to show you how to tie it. I'm also gonna be showing you with some nice bright yellow line. Improved clinch knot. I mean, it's so much easier to tie than most knots. When it comes to treble hooks, you know, you tie a polymer knot or something around treble hooks, it's extremely difficult. It can be serious pain. The improved clinch knot is so much easier to tie. I tie it on almost everything. One of my favorite things to throw, shaky heads. I tie it when I throw a shaky head. I tie it on almost everything. So let's go ahead and jump into how to tie it. It's very simple. I'm gonna show you a couple closer up views too, but actually when I'm tying it, a lot of times I use my mouth, wet the line, bite onto the tag end, whatever. So I'm gonna show you right here how to tie it, and then I'll show you some close-up views as well. So obviously step one, we're gonna go through the eye of the hook. Get it through. Pull plenty of tag end through there. And once you do that, you're gonna take this tag end and you're gonna wrap it around the main line, and you're gonna do that 6 times. So let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, I use my mouth a lot. Every time I wrap it around, I'll use my mouth to grab a hold of it, and I'll use my spare finger here to hold on to that tag end, and it'll keep that loop really wide right here. And you're gonna want that towards the end, and I'll show you why. So let's go ahead and keep wrapping that. All right, so we just wrapped it 6 times. It's gonna look something like this. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this tag end and that big loop I was talking about right here on the eye of the hook. We're gonna take that tag end and we're gonna go through that loop. And when we do that, you see we just created a whole new loop. That big loop right there. So you take your tag end, go through that big loop right up front, and when you do that, you make a whole nother circle right there. All you're gonna do is come through that circle, grab that tag end, and pull it through. And you're gonna end up looking something like this here. Now what I like to do is when you cinch it down, you don't wanna pull on the tag end, you wanna pull on the main line. You wanna pull just a little bit of tension on the tag end though, just enough to where it doesn't get kind of tangled up as you're cinching it down. And I'll normally hold the bait or the hook whenever I'm tying onto in my left hand. I will hold the main line in my right hand, and I will bite the tag end and cinch down. Now something else you're gonna wanna do every time, anytime you're tying any knot, go ahead and wet that line up. Gonna make it a lot easier to cinch down. So let's go ahead and cinch it down. Just gonna go like that. And just cinch it down. Nice and slow. And that's it. Super strong. So it's gonna look something like that right there. You want a smaller, you can do, I always do 6 wraps. But if you wanna do it smaller, you don't have to do 6. Some guys will do 5. I wouldn't go anything less than 5. You wanna do more, you can do more. It's gonna make it harder to cinch down. Something you run into sometimes when tying this knot is if the line's not wet enough, you'll actually end up cinching the knot accidentally a little bit higher up the line here. Not a big deal. You can actually take your fingers and just pull the knot down with your fingers and then cinch it up, and it's just fine. If you're worried about it, you can retie it. You saw, I mean, I can tie this probably 30 seconds tops. Very easy to tie. So with that being said, it's one of my favorite knots. super easy to tie, super strong. I mean, you pull on that. I rarely have this knot break. I mean, it's very rare I have this knot break. I tie it on all kinds of things. So I'll show you how fast we can actually tie this right here. So we'll kind of time it. We'll see. We're tying on a treble hook. I'll demonstrate on a regular hook instead. I got one laying right here, shaky head hook. So let's see how long it takes us to tie this. Done. Go ahead and clip our tag end here. Done. All in all, that was 35 seconds. 35 seconds, start to finish. Perfect knot, not coming undone. By far, my favorite knot to tie. It's hard to beat it. There's a couple other knots, polymer knot, very strong knot. I'm gonna have some other videos showing you guys how to do a couple different knots. One other very common knot I tie. I got a mess up here on the front deck. Is a double uni knot. I run braid to fluorocarbon a lot, especially on my spinning reels. So my favorite leader knot to connect the braid to fluorocarbon is by far double uni. Super easy to tie. We'll have another video on that showing you guys how to tie that. Super easy. But as for the improved clinch knot, that's the gist of it. I'm gonna go ahead and include hopefully we'll see how it turns out with the big rope here. Actually, let's go see if we can go ahead and tie it right here. So what we're gonna do, imagine you just went through your hook here. We're gonna go over it, 1, 2, and 3. There we go, try and work with me here. So here's tag end. We just went over it 3 times. We're not gonna go 6 times because I don't think it's gonna work out very well on this big rope. This is that big loop we started with. This is where the hook is. This is that loop we're gonna go through. So we're gonna go through the loop. This is the brand new loop we just made. So I'm gonna reach through here, grab that tag end, pull it through. And that's our knot in a nutshell. You wanna do 6 loops, obviously. Like I said, sometimes, it's not cinched down. Line will get stuck up there, it's not cinched down. You can and you can just do this on the same thing with your regular fishing line. Cinch this down. Use your fingers, kind of slide it down there, cinch it. Now, once you pull tight, this is with your regular fishing line too. Pull it tight, that's good. Now take your tag end and pull it tight. And that's how you want your knot to be. So yeah, very simple knot. If you guys found this at all helpful, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have a lot more content coming towards you guys. Yeah, like and subscribe to the channel, really helps the channel out. So appreciate it, guys. Till next time.